Hi everyone, my name is Mr Vincent Jr. I'm a second year student here in Fez doing BCG at University Sid Muhammad bin Abdullah, FSG. And in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of BCG. So the first question is, what is BCG? Well, BCG simply means Biology, Chemistry and Geology. And it's one of the preparatory classes that is offered by most of FSTs here in Morocco, as you can see from my left-hand side of the screen. And it is a 2 years program. And the main objective of this program is simply to prepare students who desire to pursue scientific specialization that have to do with biology, chemistry, geology, or the environment. Okay. Now, most FSTs follow a system that is called LMD. I'll not get into details of this system. I just want to explain where BCG is located in this system. So if you can see from the screen, you see BCG plus specialization, which forms the L. Okay, the L is basically the bachelor's degree. And then after you've done the BCG, you've specialized, you can further go on to do your master's degree and your doctorate degree. So this is the system that most FSTs follow. So BCG forms part of the first stages of the system. What's the structure of BCG like? What's involved in BCG? Well, BCG has 4 semesters since it's a 2 years program. And in each semester, there are 6 modules. Of the 6, 3 of them are the main modules, that is biology, chemistry, and geology. Of course, you have some mathematics, physics, communication as part of the modules to supplement your studies. And let me be quick to mention as well that except for mathematics and communication languages, communication modules, the modules have a theoretical part and a practical part. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a list of the 24 modules that you do throughout the period of BCG. And let me also be quick to mention that the way I have arranged them here is not applicable to all the cities that offer BCG. However, in other cities, you get to do all these modules that I've listed here. It's just the order that may differ from city to city, but you do all of them. So for instance, here in Fez, in the first semester, you do Biologie cellulaire, that's cellular biology, where you are going to do an in-depth study of the cell. Then you do structure et état de matière, that's structure and state of matter. This is general chemistry. You're going to do atomistic, a little bit of quantum mechanics, periodic classification, and other things that relate to general chemistry. The other module that you do is cosmology, a geodynamic antenna. Well, this is a geology element, and what you basically do in this module is to look at the internal structure of the Earth and the processes that take place there. For instance, formation of volcanoes, formation of different rocks, and so on and so forth. This is what you learn in this module. Then you have algebra, which is mathematics. You do mathematical reasoning, polynomials, complex numbers, and other topics. And then you have optic radioactivity. So this is physics. You get to learn more about light, radioactivity, and their application mostly in the medical field. Then you have tech, which is a communication module. Okay, and then you learn basically how to do presentation. Then in the second semester, you are going to do biology animal, that is animal biologists. Here you cover vertebrates and invertebrates and their evolution. Okay, then you also look at reactivity chimique, of which it is a chemistry element. You look at different type of reactions and different factors that affect these reactions. If you can remember from your secondary school chemistry, you did some Rechartreuse principle. Here you are going to go in depth of it and some other principles that are necessary. Okay. Then the other module is geodynamic extent. Here is geology, and you are going to learn more about the processes that take place at the surface of the Earth, of which most of them lead to the formation of sedimentary rocks. Okay. The other module is thermodynamics and mechanics of fluid. That's fluid mechanics. It's physics. It's very interesting. You learn laws of thermodynamics. You're going to learn more about how thermodynamics, mechanics of the fluid find its application in the health field and so on and so forth. Then you have base de données, which is databases. You are going to learn how to use Microsoft Access, and of course you learn SQL, which is structured query language. Okay. And then you also have Tech 2, where you are going to do how to debate, how to organize a meeting, and other related things, since it's a communication module. In the third semester, you have biology vegetal, that's plant biology. You're going to do both superior and inferior plants. And then you have chimie organic, this is organic chemistry, where you are going to do mostly nomenclature. You're going to do isomers, you're going to do stereoisomers, you're going to do electronic effect of organic compounds, you're going to do mesomer effect, you're going to do different mechanism that a reaction mechanism that organic compounds can undergo. Then chimie mineral, it's basically an introduction to material science, where you are going to learn the different crystalline system and how the compounds that they may form. Okay, for instance, you're going to learn the type of crystals that are found in salt, sodium chloride. You're going to maybe learn the kind of crystals that form zinc blend, so on and so forth. And you also look at phase diagrams. Okay. Then stratigraphy, paleontology, paleoecology, this is geology. And what you'll be learning mostly here is to learn how to classify earth layers according to age with the aid of fossils, or the way they are laid, okay, the way they are found, their arrangement, okay. This is what you mostly do in this module, and you also look at the ecology of the past, okay. And then you have electricity, which is a physics, and it is made up of 3 elements. You have electrostatics, you have electrokinematics, and you also have magnetostatics in this module. So you have 3 elements. Then you have analysis, which is mathematical analysis, of which you will look at real numbers, you're going to look at limits, derivatives, you're going to look at classic functions, you're going to look at integration, and also differential equations. Okay. And then in the last semester, you have microbiology general, that's general microbiology, and you learn more about bacteria. And then you have chimie mineral day, chimie organic day, which is a continuation of organic chemistry 1 and material science 1. And then you also have biochemistry, biochemistry structural. Here you are going to learn about proteins, you're going to learn about their structure and the reactions. You will learn also glucids and lipids and their structure and the reaction that they can undergo. Then you also have tectonic, which is geology. You learn more about the different deformations that that are found, okay, different deformation in the earth, and you try to relate them to the force that caused them. Then statistic descriptive and probability is mathematics. You do descriptive statistic, both univariant and bivariant. Then you look at probability, all the different distributions. Then you also have text tree here. Mostly you'll be prepared to learn how to search for a job. So you learn how to write an application letter, how to write a CV, and how to prepare for an interview. Okay. Now, how do you pass a module, a semester, or how do you validate BCG? So I'm going to talk now about the passing criteria. So mostly for you to validate a module, you need at least 10 out of 20. And then a semester is validated first of all if the average of the 6 modules is above 10, equal to or above 10, and no module has a mark that is less than 7. Then BCG is validated if you have validated 3 semesters, okay? Then the average of the 4 semesters should be at least 10 out of 20. Now, up to this far, there is no specialization. You've just been doing general things. Then after you have finished BCG, it will offer you a wide range of specialization that you can do so that you get your bachelor's degree. So here I'm going to give you some specializations that BCG offer at the end when you finish BCG, the specialization that you can do. Let me also be quick to mention that these specializations, some of them are found in different cities and they're not found in the other cities. Now, the thing is, it is advisable to do your BCG in a city where there's a specialization that you would like to do. Okay. So now, I'll begin with phase. Here in phase, we have chemical engineering. We also have quality control engineering. We have applied biology and health. We have bioprocess, hygiene, and food security. We also have biotechnology and georesource and environment. So these are the courses that you have here in phase, or rather the specialization. The other city is Mohammedia. In Mohammedia, you have biotechnology, you have water engineering, you have biological analysis and quality control. You also have quality control, and then you have applied chemistry. The other city is Etat, where you have a specialization that has to do with biochemistry, genetics, and microbiology. You have environmental protection. You also have mineral resource. You also have biomedical science. You have quality control engineering as well. The next city is Tangier. In Tangier, there's biotechnology, there's applied geoscience, there's chemical analysis techniques, there's also process engineering. So now, these 4 cities I've mentioned here, these are cities where there are Zambians doing BCG, and the next cities that I'll be listing, we currently do not have any Zambian doing BCG. So the other city is Alosema. In Alosema, there is food science and business skills. There is also water engineering. And then the other city is Marrakesh. In Marrakesh, there is plant biotechnology, there's bioanalysis, there's water engineering, there is physical chemistry of materials, there's also applied geology to mineral resources. Okay. The next city is Ben Mela. Ben Mela offers environmental protection, geomatic science, and territory management. There is also applied biology. There's food products, their quality and technology. There's also quality control engineering. There's also material chemistry engineering in Ben Mela. The other city is Erashidia. In Erashidia, they offer applied geoscience. There's applied plant biology and applied chemistry. Okay, so these are the specializations that BCG offer at the end of the 2 years. You can do any of your choice. Okay. Now, let me just quickly share my experience with you. BCG has been interesting for me. And let me also be quick to mention that it has been a little bit challenging, especially in the first year where you are adapting to the system. There's a lot of work to do. There's language problem. You don't understand what the professors are saying. They're giving you a lot of work to do, so on and so forth. But despite these challenges, for me, BCG has been very interesting. You can ask why and how come, despite since you say there are all these challenges. Well, I love what I do. I love BCG. So it has overridden all the challenges because I love it. So it's the same thing. You need to love what you are doing. You need to be working independent of the negatives that people say. I know there are a lot of negative out there, but you have your own abilities. You have your own talent that God has instilled in you so that they help you in your work, either in your career or whatever walk of life you take. God has already prepared you for that thing. So I really encourage you to love what you are doing because it is what will save you. It is what will motivate you enough to carry on even if challenges come. So stay disciplined, be focused, build good work ethics, and at the end of it all, it will pay. So if you love BCG, this is what it offers, and you are welcome. Thank you so much for your attention.